Did you crack open that beer yet, Liam? The anticipation.
Oh,
Did
that
you hear
was
it?
terrible.
Could everybody hear that? Yeah, it wasn't
fucked
that loud.
Terrible.
I thought it was going to be a lot crisper than that.
I think because I talked like I may have muted over you accidentally, so I think we built up the anticipation for a beer to be cracked.
It was like
just for me to fuck it up. Yeah, right. But he's cracking
it went
that
a lot
beer.
better in my head.
He's cracking an Oktoberfest. And why is that, Liam?
Guys, massive kickball victory tonight.
That's right.
In the Boston Ski and Sports Club kickball playoffs. Got my shirt right here. Not to brag.
Is that like a championship shirt?
Did you win it all,
no.
or was it?
No. The championship is next week, but we're moving
so
on.
so you just won the pennant.
Essentially, yes. We are. I don't know.
That's awesome.
B group champions is essentially what they're calling us.
Now you're trying to win. You're trying to take the cake, to quote Fernando Tatis.
That's right.
So do you get another shirt if you win the championship? What's the deal there?
I don't know if there's actually anything they give us.
The pride of winning.
What's the point? What's the point then?
If you're not going to win
Really?
anything there.
If you don't get a John out of it.
A complete team victory, start to finish.
Yeah, what was your line?
10-0. It was like 5-0 after the second inning. We cruised to victory. Finally, I shook off the playoff Mookie aura. 2 for 2, an RBI, a run scored. So
nice.
You beat the playoff Trout allegations.
I did my part. Yeah,
what position
exactly. I'm just chilling in the outfield.
Nice.
There's 4.
Like how many putouts you get a game?
What did I have? I had 1 today, maybe 2.
Okay. Did you field a grounder or anything?
No, not in the outfield.
No.
No.
Yeah, I guess it's got to really fly to get up there.
We got to live stream this championship game. I think Jake and I have to.
You guys should come out and commentate.
Get like a portable kit. Yeah, exactly. No one else has the streaming rights to it, as far as I know. We could really corner that market.
Yeah, wow.
Speaking of Jake, before we started recording, Jake was saying he's got a nice little John on his hat right now from Ebbets. What do we got there, Jakey Poo?
I do. This is the it's an audio format, so I'll describe it. It's a blue cap, navy blue cap
black.
it's navy blue though. Fitz, let me speak. It's an orange, and then on the front is an orange logo for the IRT, which was the Interborough Rapid Transit company, who was one of the 3 subway companies in New York City before they were all consolidated by the city.
Oh, that's very cool.
And actually, several of the lines a lot of them still say that, like in the signage and stuff.
Mixing your love of baseball and public transportation around the rails.
Yeah.
You said IRT. I thought you were going to say IRA for a second.
That's where I thought it was headed.
Me and Liam, the Mick brains.
Don't let this IRA motherfucker in my bar.
That with the hat there, the IRT hat is Breastfeeder CEO, aka Jake. We have the kickball pennant winner, the Pablo Reyes defender, a.k.a. Liam. I am the only Nolan, a.k.a. Fitz. And fellas, the reason why I picked the oldie Nolan today, not a Red Sox former player, breaking from tradition here. I went on Baseball Reference just to see whose birthday it was, to see if there was a random Red Sox there. You know, you do so many of these episodes, it kind of, sometimes you need to jog your memory a little bit. So I'm like, oh, whose birthday was it today? Jim Cott had the highest WAR of everyone born on Tuesday, November 7th, as we record this. And down the line, there's a fella by the name of, and this is his Baseball Reference name, The Only Nolan.
That's
like
it?
3 words. The Only Nolan. That's his name.
When did he play baseball?
He played from 1878. Well, get this, 1878. Took a couple years off. Maybe he was hurt. Maybe he had to do like military service. Who's to say?
Sure.
1881, and then took another sabbatical year off. Then he played from 1883 to 85. He was mainly a pitcher, it appears here. He had a career record of 23-52, but a 2.98 ERA. Now the question there is, back in the 1880s and whatnot,
how was that ERA? Was
a
that
2.98 ERA might as well be like a 12 ERA.
Does he have an ERA plus on there? Can you
That's a really good question. He does, Jake.
What is it? What is it?
Career ERA plus of 82.
Okay, so that was bad.
Not great.
That was bad. Well, here I have something for you. He actually later died of Nephritis?
I don't feel
What is
like I
that?
want that.
That is the inflammation of the kidneys. Very
Ugh.
sad. He
Yeah,
passed
it's-
away. Also a cop, though. So
There you go.
who's to say?
Multi-talented here. What was he say? 261 FIP for the only Nolan, compared to a 298 career ERA. So Liam, it suggests that he was actually getting a little unlucky.
I mean, I believe it. With the
I'll tell you
fields
what.
he was playing on, I'm sure he had
Great.
little control over.
Great names, the teams he played on.
I was thinking that the Wilmington Quick Steps.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
That's
That's
a
awesome,
banger.
though.
That's
We
a
need to bring
banger.
that back.
Yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. They were Wilmington, Delaware. Liam, how far is that from you? Do you know?
That's not. It's maybe a solid hour from my hometown.
I was going to say, well, currently now that he's back in Boston, it's a
Yeah.
bit far.
I mean,
to
now
do
they
now,
are
but
Wilmington, the
Steps.
home of the Blue Rocks, current Royals affiliate, I believe.
former
Oh yes.
Red Sox affiliate. Am I wrong? Because MVP 05, that was the single A team, the Wilmington Blue Rocks. Yeah,
Is that, I don't know.
MVP 2005 mentioned. We got to make
Is what level is that?
single. It was single A back in
Blue Rocks
2005.
might be Double A now.
Okay.
Oh, look, moving on up. Shout out
Yeah,
to
good
them.
for them.
Shout
for
out
them.
Wilmington, home of well, not home, but birthplace of Paul Goldschmidt, pride of
there you go.
Delaware.
Did he go? Is he a blue hen as well, or what's
Absolutely
the deal
not. No, absolutely not.
there? He didn't want to elevate that program. So,
Oh,
anyway,
well, sorry, wait. I just have a little. Bill James has spoken on the only Nolan
really,
and Rob Nyer.
really,
Yes, they according to Bill James and Rob Nyer, Nolan threw an unusually fast, but then in parentheses says for his day, underhand fastball and a combination of curveballs.
so that went what, like 62.
Yeah,
You know.
gosh.
Dude, he's in the,
The only
100
Nolan, come on
percentile
the
on
pod.
old school savant. Yeah, the only Nolan or any relatives of
The
the only.
ghost of. We'll break out the Ouija board.
Well, the thing is, we can't get any relatives of the only Nolan because he's, by definition, the only Nolan.
The
There's
only
no-
one.
right? Exactly.
Right.
Right?
There
So-
will never be another.
Does he have like a family? Okay, well, actually, he had 2 kids, so maybe the line continued.
just kidding. I'm another Nolan, and
He had 2
make
children:
that 3 Nolans.
Margarita, born 1891, and Edward, born 1895. So if anybody knows, well, I mean, they're both obviously dead, but they probably, if they have grandkids.
You don't know that. You don't know that for sure, Mr. Wall.
Yeah, that'd be crazy if Margarita was still kicking. But
Oh wow, they
greasy
were
my hair is right now. Christ.
apparently
Again, still can't see it. Audio podcast.
him and a couple teammates missed a game in Worcester, Mass, due to a train wreck on their way there. And the team fined each of the players.
Yeah, it was the
$100.
2023 Red Sox pitching staff was the train wreck.
Folks.
Smiley sabotaged the tracks.
Someone's going to
Yeah.
tweet on us, dude. Too soon to tweet about that train wreck in Worcester back in the 1880s. All right.
1881.
Does it have a Wikipedia page or no?
Yeah, if it's a blue link in that, maybe I should be more sensitive to
It
that
does
train
not.
wreck.
No,
it
no,
just-
it's not. It
just
just
says-
says delayed by a train wreck.
Yeah.
No,
So I mean, who knows? Everyone could be dead. But
could be. Again, 1880s. Take your odds there. Anyways, this is Pod on Lansdowne. Thanks for joining us for some hat talk, some kickball talk, and the only Nolan talk. We got a lot of more random talk on this episode of the
We
program
got
because,
some
folks,
great stuff.
Jake, again, I appreciate when Jake does this out of nowhere. We kind of have an impromptu mailbag
Yeah. I
episode.
take initiative.
But exactly, look at him go, and we've got ourselves a hefty slate here of mailbag questions, not just through Twitter, but we've also got voicemails.
That's right.
Again, I've been the exchange rate on this is if you bring it up on 15 episodes, you might get one half of a voicemail. So, you bring it up enough, and hey, sometimes people actually come through and leave voicemails there. So that's very nice, and wouldn't have had that without Jake's initiative. So shout out to Jake.
Yeah, I always say that we should always be thanking me every minute of every day. So thank you.
Because you're always right.
I'm always right. Never
That's
wrong.
right. Do we want to start with a voicemail on this mailbag edition of Pod on Lansdowne, or do we want to start with a Twitter question?
Ooh, well, you said there's 3 voicemails, right? I mean, we could knock those
There
out.
are 3 voicemails. One is more
Or do you
like
want
an
to space
anecdote.
them out?
One is more an anecdote. It's not really a question. It's more of a story.
More of a comment, really.
Yeah, yeah. There was no question involved there.
Up to you, Fitz. You're the captain of this ship. I like.
Let's start with the voicemail. We're talking voicemails.
Okay.
Let's start with Sam's voicemail here. Hold on, coming in right now. This is your top 3 Craigs, by the way.
Yeah, I did not get a chance to listen to these, by the way.
You guys know mine.
All right, Sam, big friend of the program. As always, our top 3 Craigs. Liam was saying that he had not heard the voicemails up until now. It's very simple. It's your top 3 Craigs. Do we want to do, my question here, do we want to do a Craig draft?
Well, so is this the history of Craig, or is this like Red Sox Craig?
Any Craig. Your top 3 Craigs. It can define it how you want. Do we want to do a draft, or do we want to just name our top 3?
Oh.
I think I have my 3.
I have a list of like 4 or 5 that I could break out.
I think we each should get we each should get 3. I think that's how we should do it.
Just our top 3?
Sure.
Fun, wanted to draft it. All right, anyways. Jake, if you have your 3 ready, who are your top 3
Okay, so
Craigs?
should I give you one to start, and then we'll go around?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So first, I would like to start with Craig Ferguson.
He was on my list.
Former host of the what was his show? The Late Late Show.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the best late night host there's ever been. I find myself on YouTube watching his clips like once a month, probably. So tremendously charismatic and funny, and Scottish.
The only guy who stood up for Lindsay Lohan when she was going through her stuff back in the day. Everyone was like,
"Oh yeah,
it was easy picking." And he was like, "Well, she's like 20 years old. Like, okay,
he's
like,
a great
she's trying
dude.
to figure it out, you know."
I adore him, and he got replaced by that fucking hack James Corden. So.
James Corden.
Sucks.
You don't like
but,
carpool karaoke?
I don't. No. So first off is Craigie Ferg. I believe that was his Twitter handle. Craigie Ferg.
Liam.
So I'm going straight baseball here, and this one I'm only pulling it up because it shocked me to see his name in here. I just went on Baseball Reference and put in the first name Craig.
Is it Breslow?
No, it's not. Shout out Harold Reynolds, one of my favorite 3 Craigs.
Is his first name actually Craig?
His middle name is Craig.
Harold Reynolds?
Okay.
I was like, why is he on
Harold
here?
Craig Reynolds.
It's good that we officially broke the seal on it doesn't have to be the first name Craig. I'm glad you did that.
Yeah,
Shout out
why
Harold
don't you rip
Reynolds.
Do you have somebody coming up that?
My number 1 is Daniel Craig. 100%.
wow.
James Bond,
yeah,
Benoit
that's
Blanc,
really good.
Handsome Devil. I'm a big Daniel Craig guy, so he's
That's
number 1 on my
really
list.
good.
Jake, 2.
All right. I mean, I'll just say it, right?
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Craig Teed. I mean, come on.
Oh, this is gonna be a long night editing.
What? You can't take that out, Fitz.
I feel like as long as we don't say anything more about it, we're
Yeah, I won't elaborate,
Fine,
but he's
fair
my
enough.
number 2. I won't elaborate. He's my number 2. Thank you.
Uh,
I couldn't risk one
you're
of
gonna
you
be the
guys
enemy
taking,
one day while
taking him.
Jesus, that's a funny one though. He's not a good guy. I'm not gonna say it was a good pick because he's not a good guy.
You do not, under any circumstances, have to hand it to Craig T.
Yeah, right. Issuing a correctment. Correctment. Jesus, what? Liam, number 2, get us back on track.
Next one for me. He's a Red Sox legend. He wore the number 5. His nickname apparently was the Wrench, which I don't know why. But Mr. Alan Craig.
Sure.
Oh,
Number 2 for me.
damn,
Yeah,
that's a
that
good one.
sucks.
Good pull.
That sucks, but sure.
Got one
Why
person
did they
saying
call
good,
him
one
the
person
Wrench?
saying not so good.
Yeah.
The Wrench sounds.
Yeah, that's not a good.
That's suggestive.
I don't know what's going on
Yeah.
there.
Right?
He's got a tight grip.
He's packing tools somewhere, I think, with the wrench. Number 2 on my list, I'll go with Craig Robinson. You know, funny
that's
guy.
a good one. Yeah,
good actor, you know.
Yeah.
Daryl from The Office, got to go with him.
Okay. Yeah, I got nothing to. Funny guy. You guys ever see the movie Miss March? It was with like the whitest
of
kids
it.
you know, guys.
Yeah, I know of it. I never saw it though.
So Craig
Oh,
Robinson.
I know the rap song that he does though. The "Sucking My Dick While I Fuck That Ass."
Yeah, so he's a rapper, and do you know what? This was so funny to me when I was 11 or 12 years old. Do you know what his name, his like stage name is in that movie?
Preparing for you to
rapper.
yell a slur right now, but what?
No, it's horsedick.mpeg.
In high school, someone would sing that song all the time. Suck my
Yeah.
dick while I fuck
So
that.
shout out Craig Robinson. Also good in Zach and Miri Make a Porno. He's funny in that too.
There you go. He's in those Pizza Hut commercials. He's getting the Pizza Hut bag now.
He's in a lot of stuff. Dude gets a lot of work. Good for him.
Good for him, right?
Yeah.
Liam, who you got for a 3 here? I don't know how you or did
last
I?
one I got here.
Did
Yeah,
I
you
skip?
skipped right. You skipped it.
Sorry,
over me,
Jack.
but that's
I fixed it. I fixed it.
fine. Okay.
We got other questions to get to too.
Jenny Craig.
Craig.
Okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, she's turned a lot of people's lives around. I mean, you got to hand it to her.
Kirstie Alley on all those commercials
Wait,
back
is
in the
she-
day. May she rest in peace.
Jenny
She's
Craig.
still alive.
Kirstie Alley? No, she
No,
died
no,
like a
No,
year or
she
two.
died.
Craig.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Thanks for her input.
Yeah.
Oh, that's who I'm
Was that
thinking
Stephen
of.
Hawking
Yeah, yeah.
when he died?
Yeah. that was her, right? She tweeted that.
Yeah,
that was
that's an
Kirstie
all-timer.
Alley.
Okay.
That's an all-timer.
Thanks,
I used to think. I mean, I didn't watch Cheers when I was 8 years old. You know what I mean? But like when
I
a Jenny
did.
Craig commercial, you did. Well, look at you. Very sophisticated sense of humor now. What is it? Diane and who's Ted Danson's
Sam.
name? Sam. Thank you very much. But yeah, I was not up to date on that when I was 8 years old. But I used to think that Kirstie Alley's name was Jenny Craig. I thought that was the Jenny Craig, and I was threw me to the tizzy.
Kirstie Alley's not Diane.
I'm saying I thought she was Jenny Craig on the commercials because Kirstie Alley used
Like
to be on the
he
commercials
thought
all the
she
time.
was the Jenny Craig.
Yeah, the Jenny
No, I
Craig.
know, but why did you say Diane?
I was referencing Cheers.
Oh,
Which
okay.
Kirstie
'Cause
Alley
she replaced Diane.
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay, I just wanted to establish.
Great
don't know
comment.
this- I don't know
Good
this- I don't know
talk.
Sorry, I don't know this.
Diane
Cheers
was
lore.
Diane is
This.
Shelley Long. There it is. Thank
There you go. Thank you, Jake.
you. All right. Final
you're
Craig.
Final Craig for me. A legend of the game. Bounced around a couple teams. He's a Baltimore Oriole legend. Craig Gentry.
Kept it with the baseball theme for all three. I respect that.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of any others off the top of my head.
That's pretty good though. 3 baseball players not named Craig Breslow.
That's true. That was my one. That's where I had to draw the line. It couldn't be a layup like that. I have more pride.
My final one here will be from the hit television show Nickelodeon Guts, the Aggro Craig. The trophy that
I don't know about that one, Vince. I don't know about that. That's not even Craig. It's Aggro Crag.
But if you were like, if
You're dyslexic, maybe.
no, if you were like, I was gonna say Scottish, or like from New Zealand, it could be the Aggro Craig. You know, like if you're from Australia, the Aggro Craig. If that doesn't count,
I'll let you have it.
if that didn't count, honorable mention, I was gonna say Jim Craig. I had another one ready. Just
Oh,
in case.
nice. Yeah. You want me to take your test? I'll take
I'll take your test. I want the kid who didn't take the test.
Also, Tag from Friends. People forget.
There you go.
What guys watch Friends or
No, none of them.
Tag is was dated Rachel. He was her assistant, and people thought it was the father of her child. But
Which one was Rachel? Is that Jennifer Aniston?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
R.I.P. Matthew Perry, by the way.
R.I.P. Matthew Perry.
Next question. Christy, friend of the program, 2 questions here. I'm going to go with the second one first because we had a similar question on Twitter at Pod on Lansdowne related to the same topic. So I'm going to start there and then go to Christy's first question. Christy says, would you rather fight 100 chicken-sized smileys or 10 smiley-sized chickens? Please explain your answer. K, thanks, love you, bye. And then the similar question from at Camdrack96, would you rather fight 100 baseball-sized Juan Sotos or 1 Juan Soto-sized baseball, in parentheses, it's sentient? And my answer to both of these questions...
Good disclaimer.
Yeah, right? The important
I
detail.
wonder if it has emotions or if it's like the Terminator.
The answer to all of these... The answer to all of these questions for me, like the original one is the 100
Ducks, right?
duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized
Yeah.
duck. The answer is always I will take the quantity of the smaller amount. And I'll
Yes,
just kick
I've
the
always
shit out
thought
of
the
them.
same way.
Always.
I thought the same way, and I actually think it's for this. Fitz, I agree 100%. I've always thought that, but with this one, I think it's even more correct because Smiley, at least for the first one, Smiley is very. I mean, that's a kickball. He's made to kick.
Yeah.
You know,
That's part of the design.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of if perhaps Smiley was maybe a hockey puck, that'd be a little harder, you know? I don't know, maybe a little lower, but I'm imagining a Smiley-sized. What is it?
A smiley-sized chicken.
I'm imagining a chicken-sized Smiley. I mean, that is right. I could rattle off 100 kicks like nothing.
It's just a mini soccer
I think
ball.
that.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that
just
would
a
do
soccer.
it.
I think that's
I've
the
got
way
a
to go.
good
I don't want to fight a chicken the size of Smiley.
No, that's scary.
Right? It flies.
Chickens are mean too. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're nasty
Yeah.
bastards. That's the
No.
thing with the original duck
Basically
and horse
dinosaurs
one.
at that point.
Yeah. That's the thing with
no,
the duck
Fitz,
and
I agree 100%, dude. I've
It's the
never
thing-
thought the large one is reasonable.
Ducks are
I think
assholes.
I
So
think I
like
wanna
one
kill
duck-sized
a,
horse or horse-sized duck, that's a nightmare. What you were saying?
I would take on the Juan Soto-sized baseball that's sentient.
No, that's
That
scary.
That
That's
gives
scary.
me like most dangerous game vibes.
Well, but
I wanna
so
take him out.
my issue with that, Liam, I'll play
It's
a
a
little
game of
DA
chess.
here. I'll play a little DA here. Where's it's got no pressure points. It's got no where do
Does it have
you
arms? Does it have legs?
does it just roll at you with tremendous
That's what- it's
force?
very
I don't-
erratic.
It's very scary.
It's like-
I'd much
it's like
rather
Raiders
just
of the Lost Ark.
stomp on 100 little. A baseball's small too. Like you could
Yeah.
straight up just stomp on the Juan Sotos.
That's what I'm saying.
Just fall
man.
over. You'd take out like 30 with I weigh enough.
Yeah,
I
just
think I
like
wanna
stop, drop, and
challenge
roll
though.
kind of deal.
Yeah. Yeah. But Liam, I respect that. I don't know if I agree with it, but I respect it.
Thank you. I appreciate
We'll get to Christy's second question in a moment, but first we got to step away, and then we'll get to some actual serious baseball questions too, and then mainly shenanigans. There's a couple of real ones in there. We'll touch upon those. Let's say we'll touch upon them. All right, we'll be back with questions after this.
Liam, you're a little quiet, maybe. I'm not sure if that's just on my end.
It's just on your end. He's going to sound fine in the finished product.
Okay, yeah. Yep, got it. Well, Liam, can you turn up a little bit just for my sake?
Let's see where I'm at. I'm at 110.
Oh, yeah, never mind then. I don't. It's...
Turn your headphones up.
But then you're loud.
I'm always loud.
All right, whatever.
We're back. Pawn on Lansdowne. Jake, Fitz, Liam, coming at you with some more mailbag questions. Again, the latter half of Christie's Twitter question, which we're on Twitter at Pawn on Lansdowne. You can tweet us there if you have any questions or comments. Which three Red Sox players, past or present, would each of you choose to go on a road trip with, and who controls the aux cord or the Bluetooth, whatever you're rocking with in your automobile? I would definitely say to start. I'll start with the aux part. Bobby Dadrock has to be getting the music in my. Bobby Dahlbeck has a immaculate taste in music. I feel he'll get like some Eagles going, some other like classic rock, like real good road trip vibe music. I think he would be a slam dunk pick for that. As for the other two, I just want guys who are like gonna like just shoot the shit with like stories. Also, Ricky Henderson is always an answer for me in any of these questions, by the way. So he makes two. I'm always going to bring Ricky Henderson along. And then a third guy,
Well, Fitz, I'll interrupt.
I
I actually
think I've
wrote
got my
a
three, too.
similar thing to this a couple months ago for Over the Monster in June. I don't know if you guys remember, but the submarine that blew
little
up.
plug.
We remember the submarine that blew up. What was its
Submersible.
name?
How could we forget?
Submersible. I wrote
yelled
which
at you
Red
for it.
Sox would I want to be trapped in a submarine with? Similar, not
Similar
exactly
idea.
the same scenario, but similar. So Eck is my number one. I mean, come on. I think he smells great, probably, and nobody tells a story like Eck. Pedroia and Brock Holt.
Yeah, Brock's
That's a
good
good
one.
group. That's a good group.
Yeah, I think that's easy for me. I mean, that is. I'd be laughing the whole time.
Yeah. Bill Lee would be a good person to go on a.
would
That's my
not.
third
Oh,
because
God.
That's no.
I'll take it
he's
like
unpredictable.
Joshua Gray.
Keeps it loose. Burning Man. I maintain that would be a good one.
That's actually I like that one. Let me see. I'm gonna stick with current players on the roster. In the same vein of Bobby Dahlbeck, I'm going Rob Refsnyder. I'm giving him the Ox, and the other two I am tossing in Brian Bayo and Reese McGuire because
that's great.
I want to see it in person. For myself.
Recent automobiles. What could go wrong?
Yeah, he loves his cars.
Loves his cars.
Yeah, I mean, we can't sit in a parking lot for too long on the trip.
No,
Yeah.
no, he gets antsy. He gets handsy in the parking lot. Well, no, he doesn't with himself. Let me be clear.
I think that qualifies as handsy. in that instance.
That's my three. Whether we run into some issues with Reese is to be determined, but I think it's a good group.
Bring bail money. That's all I'll say. Next question on Twitter from @GetYoSocksOn. Thoughts on second base? Been seeing a lot of talk about bringing in some guys as free agents, parentheses, none of which I feel are very good. And I'm of the mindset to see what you have with Valdez, parentheses, and have Pablo Reyes as the platoon guy. You know what, JR? I kind of ride with that a bit. The one thing that concerns me there, rather, is the defense with Valdez. I mean, Liam, you and I, we saw that game towards the end of the year where Valdez made some nice diving plays. That was encouraging to see. I want to see him make more of the routine plays. He doesn't have to be making, having gold glove defense up the middle, but just, be steady enough at second base if he is going to be playing more regularly on this team. The name I keep seeing thrown around a lot recently is Whit Merrifield. No, thank you.
Sick
no,
to my fucking stomach about that one.
I mean, people were in my mentions because as soon as the Tim Anderson news broke, I just put it out there. I was like, I want no part of that, quite frankly. And people were like, oh, why? Oh, why? Well, by every metric, he's absolutely cooked. If you look at his Savant page, I know he was banged up a little. He's only 30, but I feel like as far as second base goes, I mean, I feel pretty comfortable with however that group of Valdez, Urias, Seti even, who am I forgetting? Pablo. And then
you are the Pablo Reyes defender.
I know. That's what
it right under your face right there.
It's right there. It's right there. But I feel like with that group and then the fact that Meyer and York are like 12 months away, I don't really want to go out and give $8.5 million a year to Whit Merrifield or Tim Anderson.
When that money is going towards like an innings eater at some point.
But if you don't trade, if York doesn't get traded, he probably does make the major towards the end of this year.
And they say his defense is great. So
so where I'm on this, I think this would be like, there is how can I put this eloquently? Whit Merrifield sucks. I actually genuinely don't know like where that the name I guess, but he was cheeks last year. He was actually bad, just about every metric.
Hey, he was an all-star, I'll have you know, okay? He couldn't have been that bad.
He was
Mr.
an all-star
Walker.
last year.
He was, 2023.
I
was shocked by it, too. I was like, at the moment, and then towards the end of the year, it didn't look well. Not to cut you off here, but very quickly, 94 OPS plus on the year for Mr. Merrifield, and it's it's not like he got hot at the start of the year and then just cooled off. His first half, 82 games, 330 plate appearances, a 734 OPS. Got on base at a 342 clip. That's fair enough, I suppose, but not doing anything too crazy, and it just ends up being sort of a pedestrian year. He didn't even accumulate one B-WAR. Now I know people are going to yell at me for using B-WAR, but that's what I have in front of me. Okay, what do you want from me?
The only thing that interests me about Whit is that you can move him around some, and he can run a little. Like 26 bags last year. That's nothing to.
Sure.
I mean, it's going to be his age 35 season, so. I feel like that could disappear in the.
Yeah, I think it's just the price. I mean, if you got him for a song,
that
maybe.
old?
Yeah,
he was a late bloomer.
Oh
Jinx.
my god. Yeah, I'm all set. I just don't understand. I don't understand this because unless he suddenly turns into Whit Merrifield of like 2018.
Yeah, solid player then. Very, very.
I don't know.
Player.
Is he that much better than the aggregate of Pablo Reyes, Emmanuel Valdez,
Moneyball reference?
and Seti. Like I
can
think
recreate
you
him.
get pretty. We can recreate him. He's not that good in the first. Like I don't get this. I mean, listen, we'll get to this, but you have much bigger problems than second base.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want the manpower to like sent to go handle this second base thing. We got to focus. We got bigger fish to fry, fellas. All right.
I would say if he turned out to be like the icing on the cake after you signed Montgomery and Yamamoto, like, okay, at that point, sure, let's roll. But no, I'm not going out of my way to make him or a guy like Tim Anderson my priority.
And like, so, from everything we've heard, it sounds like they are planning to spend at least, like, they're going to spend some money this winter. That's not infinite. And like, I know that like we're a franchise where if you sign Whit Merrifield for 1 or 2 years, that's not going to like handicap you. But that money can go better places, like a decent reliever, something.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
I
so
just
much
don't
of it
know
is,
why people are interested.
There are better
I don't
places
know-
to spend it. That's
so
all.
much
Yeah.
is the opportunity cost of it. Again, if you got him for a song, sure, yeah, veteran leadership, maybe he could be a fair enough of a base runner, which God knows the team needs that. But if I think the number I saw, I don't know if you tweeted it, Liam, earlier today, someone suggested 2 years at $19 million in total. No, thank you for that.
Yeah. No, I'm out.
I'm
out.
sick to my stomach.
I'm out.
reading
3
that.
seconds.
I'm out.
Yeah. For these reasons, I'm out. Next question from Twitter at Rob Theobald. Rob from Nut. We love Rob. If y'all could have dinner of choice with a former Red Sox player in the last 30 years that does not have a World Series ring with the Red Sox, who would it be?
Well, this is a cop-out, but Eck is probably my answer again.
Would he qualify for 30 years? Was he on the Red Sox?
He was.
late
He was
enough?
on the
Because-
98 Wild
Yeah,
Card team.
yeah, I knew he was like in the mid 90s. So yeah,
Yeah.
that still counts. So yeah, of course, yeah, X a good one.
X my answer. I mean, clean. There's other guys like Beltray is probably another one.
Oh, Beltran would be fun.
Or I mean, there's guys on the team right now I'd grab a bite with, but nobody more than Eck.
My cop out is again, it's a Ricky Henderson sort of thing. But if I had to pick someone else,
Not Willie Mopena?
he has a ring. He was on the 07 team for a little bit.
He was?
Yeah, he was on that 07 team. He
Oh
played a
my
couple-
gosh,
I think
I
that's
always
when he
thought-
hit the grand slam against Baltimore. I think that was
I always
07.
thought he
Yeah,
was
that
only
might have been
05,
07,
06.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I think we traded for him in 06.
Oh.
Or maybe he was part of that 07 team for a hot
Right,
second.
he played 75 games for him.
Yeah, so he gets a ring.
Jesus.
He gets a ring for that. Another guy who, I think I've mentioned this on the pod before. My dad used to work at Fenway in the control room for years. Also, when he was younger, worked inside of the Monster itself. He said that Brian Daubek is like the coolest guy in the entire world. So put me down for that. I would love to get dinner with Brian Daubek and just hear stories from his days with the Red Sox. So shout out Dauba.
Sure.
Guys, I got to be honest. I'm having a tough time. There are too many good names that are
Too
coming
many
to mind.
rings. Okay, right? Oh, he won a ring. He won a
You
ring.
could say Eck.
No,
too,
no,
if
no,
you want.
not even that. Like I have so many good. Like Mo Vaughn would be a great one.
Ugh, I could hook you up.
Victor Martinez. I'm thinking
Yeah.
like Vicente Padilla, Alfredo Aceves.
I don't know.
I don't
I don't know if I want it. I feel
I
like
think you went off the rails a little bit on that one. But...
Aceves is just going to
just-
mean mug me the entire time.
Jose
I'm not going to talk about
Canseco.
anything. Sake.
Oh wow.
Like there are some characters, some serious characters.
Dinner with Canseco would just be a hassle. He's going to be
mean,
like, oh,
hell, we
I saw Roger Clemens shoot a needle up his ass once. Do you know that? Like, dude, like, I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch here.
We haven't
man.
even ordered apps yet.
Right? I guess I'm driving right now. Next question. Serious one again. From at John Romfo out of Snell, Blake Snell, that is, Aaron Nola, and Jordan Montgomery. Who should be the number 2 starter? I mean, hopefully.
Montgomery. It's Montgomery without question.
He says, I like Monty the best. I would agree.
Yeah.
Because.
I mean, as much as I stan Aaron Nola, the Chad innings eater, and a Cy Young contender at his peak, I'm all in on Monty and Yamamoto as your 1-2.
100%.
That's my dream.
I think in a vacuum, Nola is probably, if not the better pitcher, the pitcher with the higher upside, I would say.
Sure.
And I think, if we ended up with Aaron Nola, that would be fantastic because of, as Liam mentioned, his ability to just grind out innings. Not too many guys who can work like him. Montgomery's close to that, though. He's pitched around probably 170 innings the last 3 years or so. Ever since his injury issues with the Yankees subsided, the last 3 years, he's made at least 30 starts in all 3 of them. And he now, you just saw in the World Series with the Rangers. He has the ability to, pitch in a big game. I know that's kind of cliche, but there's something to be said about that. He's also going to cost less than Aaron Nola, which could open up the books for Yamamoto if we do want to make
Nola's
that run.
I feel like Nola's definitely going to get more years than Monty.
Yes, yeah. And again, in a vacuum, I think take the money out of it, Nola's probably the better pitcher, but for a little bit less money, and again, the Red Sox, I've said before, money should not be an object. If they want to go out and get Aaron Nola, I totally get it, and I'd even be with that. Also, a righty compared to a lefty for Jordan Montgomery, with presumably half of his starts being at Fenway, probably righty would be a little bit better, but I don't think that's going to, that wouldn't scare me too much. That's just something worth mentioning. The point is,
fellas, I'll just say it right now, I'll kill myself if they give Blake Snell.
Thank you for the transition.
I was about to say the same thing.
I want nothing to do with him. I want nothing to do with him. Nothing.
Again,
unless it's for such a ludicrous discount. Like, obviously, all of this.
He's not going to. He's going to win the Cy Young Award.
Well, that's what I mean. Fellas, I've said this several times. I'm on the record. I'd much rather watch a guy who gets hit like you wouldn't believe than a guy that walks a lot of guys.
Sounds like such a
I think
miserable
one
experience.
Blake Snell. I mean, he's gonna have one game he walks 6 guys. I can't do it. I'm
he
not
allows
interested.
like 2 runs. That's it. He somehow gets out of it.
I'm not interested. He's dead last. I mean, of the 4, it's like Yamamoto. I would say probably Yamamoto, Montgomery, Nola, Snell for me. I think that's how I've kind of.
And not for nothing, Snell is not without his injury issues in the past either. You know what I mean?
I just have no interest.
His
in him. I also
ability
don't like
to-
the way
like,
he
look
looks.
at those-
This is kind
look
of
at
my
those
own
innings
thing.
pitched.
I frankly I don't like his face.
He kind of looks like Sid from Toy Story a little bit.
I just don't. It's not a guy I want on my team. I'm sorry.
He's only thrown 180 innings twice, and they're both going to be his Cy Young seasons.
Yeah, and he deserves to win the Cy Young this year, 100%.
He's never topped more than 129 innings outside of those 2 years.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
all
no
set.
thank you.
I really am all set. Craig, I think Craig's smarter than that, but we'll see.
The last thing this team needs is a guy who's not going to be able to hit even 150 innings. That's the last thing. With how much he's going to demand on the open market, all said. Hope he gets his bag. It's nice if he gets his bag. Just hope it's not with Boston. Speaking of Craig Breslow, Andrew Bailey potentially being the new pitching coordinator, pitching czar.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Sure.
They're pretty tight. It sounds like
He came to the gym I worked at back in Cheshire, my hometown. He was like a friend of a friend. Something I don't know. He was in town, but he has a profile with like a little picture he took in our lobby on our computer. Andrew Bailey. So that's fun.
I'm all in on that. Giants pitching coach for 4 seasons, and
Yeah,
they've got
give me that.
I mean, Christ, they resurrected Alex Cobb.
Rodon.
They saved. Yeah, I mean, they gave Rodon.
Look at Rodon. He left and he fucking stinks.
I mean, Gosman didn't officially figure it out until he was in San Francisco.
Yeah, I'm all in.
They've got the pitching.
Bring
lab,
him to
and
me.
He's been the coach.
team ERA this year for San Francisco was just a tick over 4.02, but the year before that, 22, 385, 324 in 2021. So just something worth mentioning when you're talking about Andrew Bailey there. Do we want to hit another voicemail, fellas?
Might
Yeah.
as well.
Let's hit another voicemail right now. This voicemail is in the SpongeBob episode, the Krusty Krab training video.
Yeah.
It did when SpongeBob cleans his hands and there's no hands, and you know that bit.
Yes.
like-
Yeah. Uh huh.
Did he wash his hands off, or did he clean them so well that they became invisible?
Is that
So-
that's the question?
That's the question.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I know the answer to this. It's very simple.
I think this is a very easy question here. Jake said in between, thank you for the question, by the way, for submitting that. It's an important question, but I think it's a very easy answer. He washed them shit down to the wrist. Those hands are down the
I agree
drain.
100%. Down to the nub. I think it's. Yeah, I don't think it's
Just
even.
the- just-
frankly, I
just
don't think
the-
it's a question.
Just the science of the other option. I don't think that checks out.
You're right.
Now,
You know,
to
doesn't
be
work.
fair,
I'm not sure the science of washing your hands down to a nub checks out.
I was going to say, we are
If
talking
there's a-
about a talking sponge under the sea here.
Yeah, but Liam, you know what? I
if
agree.
if there's enough friction and the water's hot enough, hey,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You guys ever seen The Aviator? It'd be funny. Well, have you guys seen that? I don't know.
No. You want
It'd
to talk
be funny
about
if Howard Hughes washed his hands clean off. In the bathroom, he comes out, he just has wrists.
Gone.
That's a great movie, The Aviator. If any of our listeners, Leo, Marty, what more could you ask for?
Quick
Dynamic duo.
rapid fire on a
yeah.
couple questions here. Number one, from Seth HJ 1972. What is the probability of Doogie being traded?
99, his jersey number.
I was going to say very high.
Yeah, very high. That
up
man is
there.
gone. That man
Yeah.
is gone. Yeah.
From at SBochain65. I hope I said that right. What free agents do you see Breslow targeting?
All
Whole
of
heap
them.
of them. Whole heap of them.
Well, I mean,
All of them.
if we want to get into it, the handful of right-handed batters that
Yeah.
are qualifying offers are delicious. Teoscar Hernandez, Mitch Garver.
So
I think Teoscar Hernandez
Those
strikes
could all
out.
be fits.
Hernandez
Those are all
strikes out a ton. That's the thing.
Sure.
But Cespedes Family Barbecue, those boys, in one of their Fox Sports articles, astutely pointed out that the Safeco, T-Mobile Park, it's called Safeco, Seattle's ballpark, horrible for his type of profile. Just a bunch of balls dying out there in left field, left center field.
That makes
You know
sense.
what is a very good ballpark for hitting home runs if you're a right-handed hitter?
Camden
yeah.
Yards.
So actual free agent. I mean, I'll give a real answer.
Thanks,
here.
guys, for picking me up there.
Yeah, I don't know, Fitz. That was a little too much for me. Sorry.
But saying the words Fenway Park was too hard, Jakey?
Yeah. Now this guy would mash at Fenway Park.
Shit, we gotta bring that bit back.
Yeah, we do.
It's
It's
that
the
time
off
of year.
season. Get ready. Get ready for the
Savant
spray chart
charts.
overlaid. Yep. Woohoo! Exciting. In all seriousness, as far as bats, I've got no fucking idea. I mean, probably one of those guys if they don't trade for an outfield bat. I don't know. They could go a million ways. But then as far as arms, I would say basically all the big starting pitchers. You need at least one
That's
of
the
them.
big thing.
Yeah.
So much for this being part of the rapid fire round. But
Okay, go. Rapid go.
from Biryani97, is Biryani the most famous Red Sox fan outside of Boston? Ben Affleck still exists, so respectfully, I mean it's Ben
sorry.
Affleck.
Sorry
but-
about the cat.
Yeah. Well, that Mount Rushmore there. From Anna, our friend Anna. Mo Pena secrets to a successful marriage.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of her hair for an hour on Tuesday nights. Do a baseball podcast so you don't bother her.
Nice.
Anyway,
That's
where
great.
else? Where else? There's a picture of Pumpkin from Sophie. Going through here. From Mark Pacelli 13. Good Mark Pacelli 13. Would you vote for Rich Garces for public office?
I actually looked this up.
Resurface
He lives in Connecticut now.
Rich Garces.
Yes.
El Guapo.
El Guapo. He lives in Connecticut. He coaches like youth, like baseball academies. I couldn't really find anything about his beliefs or anything, but I'm gonna say no, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
What if he's
I would not,
completely
no.
based? He's
I would
awesome.
need to find. I'm not gonna throw caution to the wind, toss him my vote. Voting's important, so I would need something of substance. Sorry, El Guapo.
From Benny Biceps. Simple enough. One word answer, fellas. Soto or Yamamoto?
Yamamoto.
Yeah. Yoshi.
Yeah.
In this one specific instance, I say Soto.
Nah, you're crazy. You're
Generational
crazy.
You watched
hitter
the
as
rotation
young
last
as he
year,
is.
Chief?
Crazy.
You
You
watched
can
the-
get other pitchers. Generationally good hitter as young as he is. In this one specific instance, you go with Juan
He might
Soto.
be Yamamoto might be a generationally good pitcher.
He's also more risky as a pitcher, man.
Yeah, whatever. Do you want to do the fuck, Marry, kill real quick?
Yeah, fuck, marry, kill, really quick, and then we have to go to commercial break. Where is the fuck, marry, kill? Where is
It's
the
Juan Soto. It's Juan Soto, Dylan Cease,
Juan Soto?
and Yamamoto.
Is this an actual fuck, marry, kill, or is it like who would I rather like? On
I was doing it as a fuck, Marry, kill. So I would marry Juan Soto, I think, because that bag he's gonna get in a year is
yes,
gonna
yep,
be.
I would agree there.
I'd be living large. I'd probably fuck Cease. He's a handsome guy, like a classically handsome guy, I think. Sorry,
Dylan
Yamamoto, I guess.
Yamamoto?
Yeah, you're the one saying generational pitcher.
What do you mean? It's fuck, marry,
with the
kill.
guy.
That's
Who
not the
wouldn't
same
sleep with the
thing.
guy?
Kiss
Well,
goodbye.
Let me
Let's
see Dylan Cease. I might be.
I wouldn't want to kill
imagining-
Yamamoto. Gotta kiss
I
him
might be
goodbye.
imagining what he
I
looks
think
like.
I think the mustache might be fooling you.
Oh, you know what? I take it back. I was thinking of somebody else.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm killing.
Yeah, I'm
Cease.
killing him.
marrying
Sorry, man.
Soto.
Yeah, he's dead.
Unless
That was
Dylan
easy.
Cease comes to Boston in a sweetheart of a trade, then we might be marrying him as
Paired
well.
with Lou Bob.
That's yes, sir, Bob. That's what I said to that. All right, let's take a break. Second and last ad break of the episode. We'll be right back. We're back. Pod on Lansdowne. Still good amount of questions left here in this mailbag episode. This is a real hearty mailbag episode here of the program. Where do we go next? That is the question. Let's get to the biggest pressing matter here. From Wad, the chicken chef himself. If Cheez-It is singular, should the plural be cheese these / cheese those? Or cheese they / cheese them? I'm going with the former there. I think it's cheese these and those.
Well,
So I was under the impression it's spelled Cheez-Its, regardless. Like it already has a Z at the end. It's all
That's. I also thought that.
It's like a deer and deer situation. Like multiple
No,
deer,
like-
one
Well,
deer.
no. The Z is already at the end.
Oh no, it's an S at the end of its.
Is it?
Oh, is it?
That's a Mandela effect. I thought it was a Z.
No, like if you go on, like they're like,
If you just look at a box.
yeah. Well, so now I'm seeing posts on Mandela effect about Cheez It or Cheez It.
Cheese-
So we might have,
It
It's
just says Cheez-It on the
CHEEZ-IT. There is no S or Z at the end, but the Z is in the
Wow.
middle of cheese. Now
okay.
this is
So-
truly Mandela effect.
so this
what have
guy,
we
so this
unearthed?
guy's saying that people conflate it with Ritz. They like confuse the two.
There you
Yeah,
go.
which does have a
That
Z at
must
the
have
end.
been
So
what
he
I
thinks
did.
that's this cat. Actually, her name's Gloria, so she. Okay. What was the question?
If Cheez-It is singular, which Watt spelled it right there. I didn't even really notice it in the tweet. If Cheez-It is singular, should the plural form be cheese these / those or cheese they / them?
Well, neither.
Considering it's
I'm
not
sorry,
sentient,
Sorry
considering
to
it's
be a
op-
BuzzFeed. Sorry to be a buzz. I don't know why I just said
BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed. Okay.
With Cheez-It or
47
you?
episodes of Pot on Lansdowne that are totally relatable.
It's Cheez-Its. Don't overcomplicate things. It's Cheez-Its
I also would
With
put
a
a Z
Z.
at the end.
with a Z.
Yeah.
I've decided it's a Z.
Since what are you
I kind of
the
like
grammar
rhythm.
general over here, Liam? What are you?
I kind of like the rhythm of like cheese these though. That kind of rolls off the tongue.
Cheese the okay. Yeah.
Cheese
it
them.
does.
Cheese they
Why
them.
don't you cheese them over here?
Cheese on woke.
Yeah, our nation is imploding. Now snacks have pronouns.
The Cheez-Its have gone woke.
Friend of the program at
The-
Hillary
the
Horgan.
Green M&M is back.
Oh, this is a great question.
Yes. First of all, you mentioned the green M&M, Liam. Do you remember that tweet of the guy, or was it a Vine, of the guy singing "Chandelier" by Sia? But it was "I'm gonna have sex with the green M&M."
No, I don't
No.
I gotta pull that up.
Fitz actually imagined that. That's
No,
a
it's
complete
that is the
fabrication.
thing.
Mandela effect.
I'm gonna have sex with the green M&M.
Okay, Fitz,
That was
move
the
on.
thing.
I don't even think that really works.
No, but that's what made it funny. It just completely forced it. From at Hillary Horgan. How do you guys know every single internet meme? And can you do a podcast dedicated to explaining all the ones you guys talk about all the time? Now, the former is more of a Liam thing, because that's his meme stash, his dark sorcery that he practices. He's able to conjure any picture or video at any given time. You've got to have like 128 gigs of memory on your phone. That has to be the only explanation.
I pay for the iCloud storage every month. Yeah,
So
no, I
there you
feel
go.
like the guy from Blade Runner, where he's like, I've seen memes you wouldn't believe.
Got all kinds of memes.
Yeah, that's good.
Um,
I have.
I don't know though. If something makes me laugh.
I mean,
on
it
the
is your
internet,
job. It's
typically
literally your job
Yeah,
to
that's
like
true.
you get paid to know that stuff.
Paid to meme.
make
Yeah.
memes.
Paid to
basically,
post.
Yeah.
I
the
would
end of the
say
day.
I just have an unhealthy addiction to the internet. I
Yeah, I
also
mean,
have legitimately I have a really good memory. So I just like memory bank stuff and it just sits there for the perfect opportunity to rattle. Like I mean here, and I just save whatever makes me laugh.
Yeah.
That's a big
Same
part
here.
of it.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, shit, you talk about being addicted to the internet and just like brain poisoning. I just referenced a Sia song in the Green M&M. Like, what the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
Why?
it's Peter Griffin, he shot himself.
That's not fucking. That's like
That's like the American Psycho, Smiling Friends.
Yeah.
I have that one.
What's
saved.
happening, man?
Can I just say that the Papelbon holding the gun meme that we have, like,
So
a good
good.
one.
legitimately looks real. Like he has this deranged look in his eye. It's
Angle
like
that he's at.
Yeah, I mean that looks. He will
I feel like
shoot.
I feel like I've already forgotten what that original photo. Like I don't think he's pointing at the camera or anything. It was just like
No,
a
I think
selfie during a rain delay. I think.
Yeah, I think that is what it was.
Whoever tweeted that we need to do like an inside joke segment on.
Yeah,
the
that was
pod.
me. So I think sometime this offseason we'll just do an episode. We'll sit down and we'll
Like a
go through
round
like
table.
our inside jokes. You know, the Stan Cheras,
You get one time to listen to it, and after
yeah,
that,
to make,
the smiling friends,
We
the
should
movie
make
references. Like
it's gonna be the
everything.
worst episode of the podcast ever. It's like, dude, trust
Like
me,
a
you just-
chart, Liam. Like
no,
a,
like the like speaking of memes, we'll make like the POL iceberg.
oh, that's
Ooh.
good. Yeah.
Yes,
So-
we got
I feel
solicit
like
help for that.
we'd need people to submit like what have we said on the show in the past? Really,
Yeah.
what the fuck are they talking?
Towards the tip of the iceberg is 15.5 ER.
I was gonna say the very, very bottom of the iceberg is just like things Jake has said that Steven Tyler plays over.
Yeah,
That's like the abyss.
The
the
mystery.
Tim and Sarah era of Pod on Lansdowne would be towards the bottom of the iceberg
Oh,
as
wow,
well. 'cause
yeah.
That's a good one.
That's like Stone Age Pod on Lansdowne. Shout out Tim and Sarah.
Totally.
It's
The
a
solo
certain
2021 season when it was just me. Yeah. This is all lost media now, I think, because
I think it's on. I think
the last two technical episodes, the announcement that we were moving over to our
all
current
that's left?
stream now, and then the miracles happen once in a while episode. I'm glad that made the cut, but after that, yeah, no, it's.
Oh.
I think
All
I
right.
could it up, but I don't want to pay the $15 a month for
Yeah, that's
for
understandable.
SoundCloud.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
We can redact this if we don't want people to know about it. But are like the original episodes on the YouTube channel?
No,
After we've no, those are gone too. Okay.
they might. I'm not. I actually don't know off the top of my head.
Well, that's okay.
We got to get onto YouTube. We got to do more.
We should have been putting them on like floppy disks or something.
Yes.
Long
Hard
live
drive.
physical.
thumbnails.
But Hillary,
Or
to
no,
answer your
thumb
question,
drives.
we will do a full. I think that'd be funny and kind of a fun little thing of just like rattling off the things.
Well, we're
that
coming up
always
to our
reference.
year anniversary of being a part of this podcasting family with Monsters of Socks and the Red Sea. So
Oh,
I just looked
How about
earlier
that?
today. December 5th was the first episode.
Oh wow.
okay.
So coming up on a year. Anyways, this one I'm excited to get to. This one might be the clip for the episode if we make a video for the episode. From Santi at _Park the Bus. If they bring back the Light Tower Coke bottles at Fenway, but they
yes.
can't be Coca-Cola, what beverage would you choose? It's a great question.
For me, it's easy. It's you know how they had the Coke bottles? There were like three different. There was like Coke Zero.
Yeah, Diet
Yeah.
Coke.
Like Diet Coke. Like you would do a Dunkin' iced coffee. A Dunkin'
Fuck,
hot
this was my
coffee.
answer too.
And
Yeah,
That's good.
I don't know what you would make the third one. I don't know, like a culotta or something.
Yeah,
But,
cool.
yeah.
A hot coffee, an iced coffee, and a culotta. Boom, bang,
Yeah.
boom,
Done. That's
bang,
easy.
bang.
Bang!
It's called You Dead.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's perfectly Liam. That was my answer as well.
I was
mean,
gonna.
I'm not sure. Yeah,
Fitz,
go
were
ahead.
you gonna say Miller Lite or something?
No,
Miller
you
Lite
were.
cans or something?
I'm sure everyone expected going that way. First of all, they have the advertising deal with Budweiser, so that wouldn't work. I'll have you know.
No, we do still.
No, we're
No, Sam
now.
Adams. Yeah.
That's a
Sam
that's a
Jack.
Budweiser product. So
Oh, it is.
yeah,
Are they Anheuser-Busch? Yeah.
No,
as
no
far as I
one's
know,
little-
I don't think
no
they're
one's a little
independent anymore.
guy
Then they're definitely not
anymore.
Miller Core. How about this? Thinking outside of the box. I understand it's a completely different state that it's based off of. How about Arizona Iced Tea up in left field?
I mean, they'd look cool.
They would look
Yeah, it
sick.
would look cool.
They'd look wicked cool.
I have an idea. Can I present an idea?
How about
Let's hear it.
How about like a man, like a living man, goes up there? I was just thinking, like, would that be kind of
We strap a guy up there, a
just
different
a-
guy.
just a guy?
like not like crucified, but kind of like he's just sort of up there, like limbs.
They
spread.
crucified me.
Like if a ball hits him, it's like I don't know. Like
Not again.
any company could sponsor him for that day or for several games or something. And if he gets hit with a ball, it's like free Taco Bell, free
It's like the-
tacos
it's like the
for
dunk
everybody
tank.
in the park or something. Would that be fun?
Dave O'Brien does the ad read like in the middle of the third inning, and there's Joe up there once again. Wave to the camera, Joe. Today
Yeah,
Joe's
and
being
there could
sponsored.
be like a raffle. There could be like a raffle for like who gets to be tied to the left field light post tonight. I think I'm onto something actually.
Today's Fenway Light Post fan of the day is Julie Sanders.
Today's crucifixion of the day is Liam Fennessy up there, and he is sponsored by
I had a way better bit
Canada
going on there.
Dry. Canada Dry.
Julie Johnson, a regional manager at Petco, is our lucky left field fan of the day.
You hit Jilly with a bomb, and everybody in the stadium gets, what do they get?
Well, it said
A plushie.
Petco, so- yeah. If Julie gets a concussion, that's $5 off your next order at Papagino's, the official pizza of the Boston Red Sox.
I think I'm onto something. So, yeah, a person. This is my final answer.
Imagine if a walk-off
And,
homer
if
hits
they,
the fan of the day.
If they don't hit him, they just cut the whatever.
They
whatever,
kill
whatever
them?
they
Just let
they
them
just
fall?
from the light tower.
I was going to say the money rolls over,
I was gonna say they just leave him there until the next game.
right? Now it's $10,000.
They could push up like food and drink. Like we're not gonna let the guy starve up there, but he can't come down.
Safelite will donate up to $500,000 a year to Dana-Farber if one of the Red Sox batters 3 through 5 can hit the lucky fan in left field.
I keep thinking of I think it's SpongeBob when he's like tied to the table and his limbs are. You know what it looked like, Liam?
Yeah, when he has the suds.
Bill Gates,
Bill Gates. Bill Gates.
the Covidian crucifixion of the game.
Bill Gates. Oh, shit. Yeah. Fuck the bottles or whatever. We're putting we are
Putting a guy up
putting a
there.
living human being up on that light ball.
And then for national games, like if it's Fox, I know Joe Buck doesn't do the Fox games anymore, but like they could be
Oh,
wearing
they do the.
a shirt
do-
like advertising their new drama.
Oh, I was gonna say you put
Next Tuesday, the
911.
put
debut
Joe
of the-
Davis on the light pole. You put Joe Davis, and then
Put John
Smoltz is on
Smoltz
the
up
other
there.
one. Smoltz is on the other one. On the
They
other,
have to call
you
it-
know.
They have to call it tied to the light tower.
Yeah, they have to scream to each other.
I was gonna say you take the star of like their new drama series
I'll put
debuting
them
in the
up
fall.
there.
Put Rob Lowe from like
David Boreanaz is up in left field, and he's starring in this new medical drama
Yeah,
starting Sundays at 9 after NFL coverage only on Fox.
I think we're onto something. I really do. If they catch the ball,
Somebody
like
get
I'm
Sam
sure,
Kennedy on the
I am
phone.
sure my good friend Jordan's Furniture, I'm sure he would do something with it. Like if they catch the ball, it's free mattresses or something.
Buy any mattress from now until the end of the season. And if I get a brain hemorrhage from a home run by the Red Sox,
Oh,
it's
he
yours
himself would go up
free.
there? That's so good. That's a good idea, yeah. They could tie him by his ponytail. He could hang
It
by
could
his
be
ponytail.
anyone. It could be Raffy Devers. It could be Reese McGuire. And if I get internal bleeding in my skull, even once, it's yours free.
Him and I go to the same CVS. That's a fun fact I have for you guys. We get our meds at the same pharmacy.
He's going to need more meds if he keeps getting hit in the coconut if he's up there in left field. Oh, man. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Yeah, so a person. Final
Yeah,
answer.
just put a guy up there.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have any other questions left until
I
the
see.
last
I see
voicemail?
one more on our timeline that you must have retweeted, Fitz. from
Which one?
Fenway from afar.
Yeah. We want to ask if you guys see an inner fan base war between the Brez feeders and the Bresbians this
No.
season. No, we're allies.
God,
we're
no.
friends.
Yeah, we're friends.
What about the
I also there
Bros,
also
though?
is 107J. When will the pain of existence end? I
Buddy?
don't know, man.
Never.
Buddy, buddy.
I had a bit. I was just gonna let it be mute for a second, then I was gonna go to the next question.
Oh wait, let's do that. You want to Fitz? Mark it down. Let's do
No,
that. That's funny.
it was in. Nope, it's in.
that
Warts
sucks.
and all. Warts and all.
I know-
Then yeah, I
I know
think
it's,
we're good then, right?
I know it's Nate put the disclaimer that yes, while this is an audio medium, there was a photo of fat Pablo Reyes with long hair.
This guy got like a Jerry curl going on.
It looks like Vicente Padilla. And it says, does this image inspire fear or joy, admiration or trepidation, glee or horror? I have to say a combination of all of it. All of it. I'm at a loss.
Well,
for words.
you saw I quoted it, right?
Did you?
I just quoted it with the video
with
of
the-
Frank
you-
going, I get it.
Oh my god. I can't.
Yeah. I mean everything, all of it, all the emotions.
All Dress Father said, "How are the Japanese lessons going, and which anime should I watch to catch up?" To which I replied, I quoted that. I was like, "We need anime recommendations, especially."
Oh yeah, I actually have my brother's a weeb, so I could definitely get.
Well, what you got for us?
He likes Attack on Titan.
Well, okay.
He's a big Naruto guy. That's not for me though. I like the short form ones. I don't like the ones that run for like 900 episodes. I have no interest.
Speaking of like, I guess it's technically anime. What's that? What's the movie that's coming out in December? It's like The Boy and the Heron.
Oh yeah, that's
I wanna
Studio
see that.
Ghibli. Yeah, me too. You got Rob Pattinson being a freak in the booth.
So good. He sounds like he's killing it. I want to see
Yeah,
it so bad.
that's good. That's good.
I got to get into those. I like Spirited
Shout out
Away. All
Spirited
those
Away.
movies. I need to get into it.
Yeah, Spirit.
Everyone
special.
says it's amazing.
Special
So
picture.
good.
It
Scared me as a child.
My
but-
friend Kokoro is another one.
Yeah.
Like I'm
No.
aware of these
No,
titles.
I
for
think
these-
you've
these
combined several films there.
movies. Isn't there? Or My Neighbor Totoro.
My Neighbor
My
Totoro, and then there's also Ponyo, and then there's
I'm
also
aware.
Poco Rosso. That's another one.
Is that the one with Michael Keaton? He's the
That
pig?
is the one with Michael Keaton.
So
He's
again,
the
I'm
pig.
aware of all these
Yeah.
movies just from like YouTube, like movie YouTube.
There's,
You know what I
there's
mean?
Howl's Moving Castle. That's a good one. It's got Christian Bale.
I gotta watch these.
Uh,
Watched. Speaking of Christian Bale, watched The Prestige for the first time this past weekend. What a picture! What a
which
picture.
one? Oh, The Prestige. Yeah.
The Prestige. I was telling you about
God,
this.
that ended.
Yeah. No, I remember now. I'm
Crazy.
sorry.
I was like, I out loud said, "Motherfucker, is that David Bowie?" David Bowie jump
It was.
scare as Tesla, right? So is that it for the questions?
I think that's it.
Do we want
Do
to
we have
save?
a final voicemail, or was
do
there
we
no?
want to
no.
save that for next week?
The final voicemail.
What?
Because again, it's not so much of a question
More
as
of
it
a
is
story.
a story.
Tail.
Do we want to
Yeah,
tease
let's
that?
save it.
Yeah, let's tease
save
it. Let's tease
Yeah.
it. It's
Come
a good
back.
one.
Come back. Why don't you?
Someone has to remind me to put it in next week, though. That's the thing.
All right. I can do that.
Can you?
Yes. No, I can.
Okay. All right. I'm holding you to that.
Okay.
Unless I forget.
Yeah. Well,
Then it messes it up for everyone. Oh, and then Ed Hand asked why hasn't Hogdale appeared on the show yet, and do you believe Hogdale will accept your apology for not having him on? I already answered. That's a
I
massive
hope he
oversight.
forgives us.
Yeah. Shout out Hogdale.
Yeah. I mean,
will Hogdale's judgment? What's
Well,
that quote
no,
about God? When you, like, will he not judge you? I don't know. Will he judge us?
I know what you're going for.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Sounds good to me.
Hopefully he's forgiving.
All right. Do we want to
Benevolent.
wrap it there?
Yeah.
Do we want to
You know
skip
what I
the grid?
realized we never did. We even tweeted about it, but we never did do a cinema on Lansdowne about Killers of the Flower Moon.
I did
be here
realize
for
that.
another
too.
hour.
We
Like,
told
a
everyone
few
to
days later.
prep for it, and I was like, "Hey, watch this," and we
So,
fucking.
so again, so how am I supposed to believe that I'm going to be reminded of this next voicemail for next week? You got to write this down. Write this down. Take a little note. A little country on Lansdowne for you.
I'm looking at the grid. It's up to you guys, though.
It's
Nah.
Yeah.
got to make him miss it.
with
Got to make
this
him
week.
miss the. Right.
Yeah. What else? I don't know. Things are looking up. Maybe we'll see.
GM meetings.
Yeah.
Craig and the
I
boys.
guess
met
we
with
talked to
Monty's,
Montgomery's agent. I don't know.
which, I mean,
Hey,
It's a
that's
start.
Cotillo was like, I mean, everybody's doing that, but hey,
Yeah.
it's nice to tweet out Craig in all caps. So,
Yeah. Nice
We're
to
rolling.
tweet out some Brez feeder content.
yeah,
Sure.
got to.
Yeah, and also if anybody wants to make funny breastfeeder images, please send them our way.
Tweet them at Pod on Lansdowne. That'd be great.
Tweet, yeah, you can get as graphic as you want. I can't promise we'll use them, but we can experiment.
Fellas, what's the emoji for this week?
Ooh,
Mm.
milk?
Mailbox.
Oh,
Milk.
Save milk for like a big Breslow situation.
oh, when he does fine. So okay, wait. So can I throw this by you guys? This was an idea I had, and this for all the listeners too. Instead of like Heim or Craig in all caps, I was thinking because of the sort of the Brez feeders thing, maybe like if we see like Red Sox talking to Yoshinobu Yamamoto, whatever, could we tweet like "Mama" or something? Wouldn't that be funny?
For Jake, for Liam, I'm Fitz, You've been you. Thank you so much for joining us for this
I think
episode
I've
of
got
Pod on
something
Lansdowne. We'll talk to you next week. Go Sox.
Oh.
Obey your mother and do not obey whatever Jake Wallinger just...
Mama.
Mama,
New sign off to stop.
obey your mama. Obey your mama.
Gotta do it, Liam.
Obey ya, mama.